What is going on? I am your host, zmoT, and today is a War Factory day. I'm a little bit late. I've been hobbling around, and I had to go to the dentist, and I have many excuses, but you likely don't care, so we're going to skip all that and get into Gearheart and War Factory. Pretty standard layout here. Very beefy shield generators. Holy crow, look at that. Those are over 130,000 health. And the shield, as a result, is only about 1.6 million because there's only 2 of them as opposed to, what is there, usually like 8, something like that. Anyways, things should have quite a bit of health. Not a huge amount, but quite a bit. Now, there's a lot of rockets in there. What's that, 6? So we're going to need to do some magic with the universal remote. I'm going to try a little bit different tactic today. I'm going to do straight up triple tap. I don't know if it's going to work or not. There's lasers in the way, so it might not, but I'm okay with that. We're just going to go for the gusto and try the triple tap. In worst case, we'll figure it out. And this is the exact same loadout you see on the unlocking War Factory with the rocket launchers and things over here. So this stuff is not a concern. This stuff, however, is hopefully we can use 3 attacks to get rid of a whole bunch of that stuff, and then it'll simplify it, and yabba dabba doo. On we go. Anyways, let's go. I'm going to start with the furthest possible rocket launcher because I can mark 3. Actually, I'm only going to mark 2. Otherwise, it would take that one that's next to the hot pot, and I don't want to do that. Everspark needs to keep her delay because otherwise we are going to be in a world of pain. Look at that. I even kept the delay after saying the word delay. Now, basically, as soon as the smoke comes out, I'm just going to be clicking like a madman, and because we've marked those 2 rocket launchers, they should go next. I should get 2, hopefully 3. There we go, triple tack, no re-smokes, very easy. As soon as you see color return to that universal remote right in the middle there, just tap away. No need to re-smoke, triple tap, and I'll show you something else really cool actually. No need for re-smokes, way easier that way, especially with lasers in the area. And let's retreat. I mean, triple tap is a thing of beauty. Now, one thing I need to check here is those rocket launchers actually damage the nearby rockets. See, this rocket's damaged, this rocket's damaged, but this boom cannon is also damaged. And it's percentage of health, and I really don't want to do math right now, so I'll just use one more artillery to mark these 2, and then we'll triple tap. One more time, the triple tap. I don't typically do triple tapping on these videos because it scares me, but today I figured, what the heck, let's triple tap. And I'm gonna flare right into there. I'm gonna use an extra flare because the one that I'm gonna flare is not the closest. So there we go. It automatically selects the right one. We'll flare this one, and then we're getting ready to triple tap. Don't tap as fast as you can. You don't need to do that. Just as soon as you see it light up, tap away. 1, 2, 3, yet again. Triple tap. Just so useful. So good. And then we can hopefully get rid of this shock launcher here. And we've only done 2 attacks. And all of the stuff. And you see how much GBE I have left? Like tons. So realistically, anyone can do that. You don't need tons of GBE. You don't need tons of health on Everspark. Nothing like that. And by the way, I just changed all of my recording stuff because I had a problem with my computer. That's why there was no Dr. T Volcano yesterday. So if you're seeing issues with that, please let me know. What am I going to do next? I'm going to mark you. Now I'm gonna use one more Everspark because we can essentially. It's only our 2nd attack. I'm gonna get in there and get rid of some rocket launchers. Now this is where things get tricky. You have to be aware right here and right now that there is a bug with shock blasters. If you allow a shock blaster to shoot Everspark, she will follow the flare and will walk to her death, and you will not be happy. I'm not gonna double tap here. You know what? I'm kind of tempted to double tap. Let's put a couple more artillery on this rocket launcher just to make sure that it has lower health than that boom cannon. And now I'm going to double tap because I don't want to deal with shock blasters. We've got lots and lots of GBE left. There's the double tap. So, all in good shape. I mean, right now, this is a fairly straightforward war factory at this point. But sniper towers are more of a concern than boom cannons and cannons, but I'm going to mark this and this. Shock blasters are going to be a pain. I'm going to smoke right between them, right where that shock launcher used to be. And so I want to get these as damaged as I can so that our Zookas automatically target them first of all. Let's put one on there too. So 0 troops in 3 attacks. This should be straightforward. Now, what I want to check here quickly is if I can bring Everspark or not. Lasers will not range the core, so we should be able to bring Everspark. Her critters aren't going to activate anything ridiculous, so I'm going to bring her and instead of brick. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea, but we're going to try it and see what happens. Lasers, I'm going to need to smoke the landing, but not so urgently that it's do or die. So anyways, let's keep going. I'm trying to go as quickly as I can because I know I'm a little bit late here, and my apologies for that. We're going to use the left edge of that supply crate as our marker for where the first smoke goes. And then I'm going to go right to where that shock launcher was, right in there. Now I think we can... No, we can't gap smoke. Don't gap smoke near shock blasters. I was going to say we could gap smoke, but we can't. Double smoke at the end, and we should be in good shape. The reason why I brought Everspark is just for passive critters. That's the only reason why she's here. I'm going to use 2 shocks. Just like, you only need 1 there, but I'm going to use 2 just because. And Everspark's hopefully not going to die. We'll find out here in a second. 1 more shock. Now I'm going to get back into here. We don't need that damage amp to go down, so I'm not super concerned about it. Critters doing some distracting. See, this is exactly why I brought Everspark, just to keep our troops alive. I'd rather have critters die than Zookas die. And I mean, now we're pretty much done. I'm going to use the left corner of whatever defense that was. We'll do a 4-way shock. I'm going to miss. I always miss those. Just total noob style. Weird universal remote something. Nah, let's just burn it. I mean, there's not a huge core here, only 1.5 million. Well, we're losing troops a couple at a time to those sniper towers. Maybe you want to use an attack to get rid of them, but Everspark's doing a pretty darn good job. Let me know how the audio sounds here. Let me know how the video sounds here. I basically had to reinstall my computer yesterday and today, and it was a nightmare and busy and blah. I will not be using universal remote here because I'm kind of afraid of those layers a little bit. We're just going to burn, lose a couple troops, lose half of our troops, something in that neighborhood. But overall, not a big deal because, I mean, we still have a spare attack. This is a very, very easy war factory that I highly recommend you try the triple tap. Just make sure you mark things first. If you don't mark things first, you will have a very, very bad time with the triple tap. You'll end up like tapping, you'll end up universal remoting boom cannons and stuff, which you don't want to do. But that's it. HQ18 War Factory looked very difficult with those 6 rocket launchers and lasers and all of that stuff, but once you dumb it down and simplify it a little bit, not a problem whatsoever. Anyways, I'm zmoT. That was my HQ18 War Factory for January the 18th. As you can see, I didn't even go back and do Stage 7. Ran out of time, did not have the life to do it, and that was even boosted. But anyways, Dr. T, War Factory, Gearheart, Crab, Turtle, you get the idea. HQ18 unboosted, no problem whatsoever. Let me know in the comments if you like it, don't like it, any of that good stuff. Share, like, subscribe. I am zmoT. Thanks for coming in. Peace.